Most tax prep offices, most CPA offices, most EA offices, whatever, they don't know how to work with the chronically disorganized individual who has gotten behind on several years of taxes. And we're going to read this kind of a rant from somebody today about this. You know, they say, look, it's hard for them to, they feel paralyzed. They have adult ADD. You can tell they just feel overwhelmed, right? And they say how they go to this tax prep place. And what does the tax prep place do? It gives this person even more overwhelming things to do, right? You got to get out with QuickBooks and a mileage tracker and get your receipts and put them in a month-by-month folder. When the month is over, get reconciled to the bank statements. And it's like, that's the last thing you want to ask somebody who is in this position to do, because they're not going to do it. Anyway, most tax offices are not equipped. They don't understand how to work with this particular scenario, this particular kind of individual that finds themselves in the situation where they start a business, their mind's going 100 miles an hour, they never stop to do taxes, and now they have 5 years of taxes they got to do. And what does the CPA do? Well, you got to get yourself set up in QuickBooks and use a mileage tracker and save all your receipts and put them in a nice month-by-month folder. They're not going to do that. I mean, thank God we have great tax preparers at Choice Tax League who know how to deal with this situation because they've done it a million times. Anyway, let's get into this. It's kind of long today. All right. United Restaurants 384. Back self-employment business taxes long. Okay. Well, let's get into it. Whew. Like the title says, I have back taxes. Huh. I felt absolutely paralyzed over this and realized I'm such an idiot. I have pretty bad adult ADD, which makes this even harder. And I followed some really bad mentors when I first started who assured me this was the way. They hadn't filed taxes since 2006 and never ran payroll, only dealt in cash or had checks written to their husband or grandkids. Okay, so you were mentored by some tax evaders. That's probably where the problems start. Anyway, I started my business in August of 2018. Have not filed since then. This was a good month. We were up in the Sequoias that month. 2018, 2019, I didn't make all that much and probably have quite a bit of deductions, non-taxable Medicaid payments, 5K a month in lease, etc. 2020, 21, where I think I'm screwed. After rough deductions, my profit or income is about $100,000. 2023, I had more Medicaid income, more staff, so I think my income after deductions will be closer to 65K. I should not owe for 24, 25 due to having mostly only Medicaid clients. So I think he's talking about like difficulty of care, payments, Medicare waiver, things like that, and that's why he's saying his income is, some of his income is excludable. Okay, I should not owe for 24, 25 due to having mostly only Medicaid clients. Gross monthly for 2024, private clients are around 16K, but after staff, rent on the building, food for residents, pretty much negative. 2025 gross private client self-pay is 109,766, but I have all the expenses that eat that up. Okay. Now, this is not like a simple business either, right? I mean, it sounds like he has maybe some kind of facility, right? Staff, rent on the building. He's got a food aspect going on. This is like a busy business, right? Person's already stressed and overwhelmed. They haven't filed their taxes, right, probably since like 2018, okay, when they started the business. And you should still file for these years because you need to take those deductions so you can apply it as an NOL against the future years. I reached out to a tax place local to my area who agreed to help me get things sorted out. They assure me that things are not as bad as my mind makes them and that thousands of people are on the same boat. But that this is a spring-summer product. Okay. If you go to a tax place and they tell you, hey, your issue, this is a spring-summer project. They're basically telling you, we're too busy for you right now with our real clients for tax season. We're going to push you off until later. That's not someone you want to work with. You want to work with somebody who's going to start working on your stuff now. Okay, great. They sent me with QuickBooks, a mileage tracker, and strict orders to take all mail receipts out of my purse and put them in a by-the-month folder. And when the month is over and I've received my bank statements, put those in too and bring them in. That's, I'm an accountant and that sounds stressful, right? Strict orders to take all the receipts. Oh my gosh. I have done prepayment because I don't want them to think I'm not serious about cleaning this mess up. So you've already paid these guys. This is stressing me out reading this. Years ago, I tried to do my own payroll. That turned to a separate mess I'm working on cleaning up, and I've had a payroll person do my payroll and employee withholding since 2003. I have a payment plan with my state dealing with the back part of that. I've never gotten anything from the IRS. That just scares me even more. I'm hoping that the EA/bookkeeper that has agreed to get me squared away will be able to find more deductions. I brought them diaper boxes. That's new. Not just shoe boxes, diaper boxes. Probably adult diapers. Full of receipts and past bills and paperwork, and print off all my bank statements for the entire time the accounts have been open. Do I get a QBI reduction? What even is that? That's a qualified business income deduction, 20%. What you make in your business. Do I have to file all the back taxes or just 6 years? I would say usually 6 years, but I would say that you have losses here. Probably. You want to capture those losses to apply against the years when you're positive, the net operating loss. Never did quarterly, self-employment taxes. I'll be missing the credits for those years. Well, when you file and pay, you'll get those credits back. I'm scared, nervous, no idea what I'm doing except prepaying the EA bookkeeper and responding to whatever they ask in TaxDome. Am I going to get criminally charged? Probably not. Is this tax evasion? It doesn't sound like it. I started to file several times, couldn't figure it out myself, and having a niche industry. When I would call CPAs, they would say they didn't know much in regards to adult family homes, and would say, try this person, so on and so on. I haven't expressed this to anyone except the EA bookkeeper and one other close provider, who states they have payroll tax liens and it's not that big of a deal. I want to get all this cleaned up tight and avoid getting on the OIG SAM exclusion lists. I'll have from saving about $28,000 I can put toward a tax bill. I don't own a home. Make payments on my minivan. I do have a travel trailer that I use as an office and make payments on. I guess I'm looking to see if anyone else has been this far up the river. Yeah. A lot of people have been that far up the river, but oh my gosh. This isn't the right way to help someone like this. Honestly, what we would do with someone in this situation, we would just do their books for them. Why are they telling them to set them up in QuickBooks and the bank statements and all that? Right? That doesn't make any sense to me. No sense at all. Okay, like a person like this, you want to they pay you a bunch of money because it's a lot of work, and then you take care of all of it. Sure, there's some questions that you're gonna have to ask the client, right? But we would just approach this in a whole different way, right? We would say, look, you're gonna pay us more than you're gonna pay this local EA or bookkeeper or whatever, right? But we're gonna handle this all for you. Yeah, you're going to have to fill out kind of a questionnaire about, your name, your kids' names, or how much you give to charity. You can estimate it, right? But other than that, we're going to be taking care of this for you. We're going to be, yeah, you might have to pull the bank statements for us, sure. But we don't need them printed in paper folders. You can just download them all in PDFs and email them to us, and we're off to the races, right? And I think that's just because from experience, we know that you can't take someone who's in this position and then treat them like, a super organized numbers person who's going to keep up to date with their QuickBooks and think that that's the same kind of person, because it's not. And because we've seen this pattern described in this narrative so many times with our clients at Choice Tax Relief. It's not uncommon. Someone starts a business, they get over their head, they have a personality that is not conducive to record keeping and bookkeeping and the minutia of accounting and taxes. They have a business to run, right? That's stressful in and of itself, no matter what your personality is. And we know how to deal with this. Okay. That's why we offer these free consultations to folks, right? To put them at ease, put together a game plan. Here's a price. Okay, fine. Too expensive? Great. Okay, you can go to the local EA and, have fun with that. Folks, if you owe the IRS or your state at least $10,000 in back taxes, or you like this poor person with the adult home care, have multiple, no, it's actually a facility that she runs, her own facility. Or if you have multiple years unfiled tax returns you need to get filed, you qualify for a free consultation with us here at Choice Tax Relief. Give us a call. 866-8000-TAX. That's 866-8000-829. Or you can go to choicetaxrelief.com, fill out the form on the website. We will reach out to you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.